Hello and welcome to today's update. It is August 25th, 2019. It is a little after 10 p.m. and we've had a very comfortable day across the area. A mix of sun and clouds. There's actually more sun than I thought, so we're going to look at some of the observations now and show you what's happening. And what has happened here, I don't know. This all looks very funny now. So we have... something didn't load right here. But anyway, we have a 64 degrees, very comfortable out there. The dew point is 56, and it's very nice. And I don't know exactly what happened here with this. And we'll try to load it again, see what's going on, why this didn't work. It seemed like it didn't load there. That's just my computer being screwed up, I guess. So 64 degrees, dew point 56, northeast wind, very nice. Only hit 74 today, dew points only in the 50s. We did have a good amount of clouds around. There actually was light rain reported at Farmingdale. I think maybe more of a Suffolk than Nassau. But this is pretty representative of the conditions across Long Island today. We're going to look at the satellite here, the satellite loop, and show you the clouds that were over the island today. So let me move this back to... Let's do a 74 frame satellite so you can see here what it looks like. So you can see Nassau County had a little more sun, but there were clouds over most of Long Island today. So let's look at another observation and take a look at East Hampton and see how East Hampton did. So East Hampton 63 degrees, dew point 74. We had a high only of 74 there today, and mostly cloudy skies in East Hampton. Looks like mostly cloudy throughout the day, but again, it was, I don't know, Nassau County, it seemed like we had a decent amount of sun. So I'm going to look at Central Park, because I think a little over Nassau County in New York City there might have been more sun. So let's take a look at Central Park and wait for that. Slowly to load here. Well, while we're waiting for that, let's look at the MODIS. And look at that. So show you, again, the sky cover today. So let's get a little closer here. So we're looking at the MODIS here, and you'll see that the clouds over Long Island and the clouds over the Jersey Shore as well today. I'll add the other layers in. So again, you can see it's a little more clear sky in the afternoon versus the morning. So Central Park, 68 degrees, and we had a high of only 77. It was a little more sun, a little more partly cloudy, and then in the afternoon we had a little more sun with fair skies. And now I'm just curious about Toms River, and let's see how Toms River did. Take a look at Toms River. And wait again. 66. Wow, it's a lot more humid in Toms River. The dew point is up to 65, so a lot higher humidity there. It did hit 76, and they had mostly cloudy skies all day. So it's interesting that there's a lot more humidity in Toms River. Let's look at the Ventoux sky. Take a look at that for a moment. We'll just look at the dew points. You can see the northeast wind. I'm guessing because, again, the air is traveling over warmer water when it goes over New Jersey. So that's why you could see here the cooler dew points over Long Island and then higher dew points over Toms River. So that's kind of interesting right there. I'm going to look at the Wonderground to show you that as well. And we'll look at the dew point on this as well, see, and then we're going to look at the models. And then we got to talk about some tropical activity too. So let's slowly loading the dew points here. Yeah, you can see it's more humid over Jersey, definitely. So let's go and look at the, you can see again, there's your skies, clouds kind of coming in off the ocean there. But like I said, not a bad day at all. So let's take a look at the models. Well, let's go back to CONUS, actually, because we have to take a look and see what's going on with this developing low-pressure system. You can see it right here on the MODIS satellite here. There's a developing tropical system off the coast of Florida right here. And then we also have one that's a tropical storm already that we got to watch out for. So let's see what this does. It does develop it, and you see it keeps it weak and it keeps it off the coast. So that's the key here. And then we have another high build, and that is the GFS. If we look at the NAM, however, we can look at the NAM, and I don't want the 0Z, I want the 18Z NAM. And let's see what the NAM does with that. And NAM also keeps it weak. Actually, just really slowly just meanders it and keeps it very weak. That is the NAM. And we can also look at the ICON model, because the ICON seems to wrap it up a little more. You can see that the ICON wraps it up more. It will have to be watched. It will have to be watched. So we're just going to have to keep our eye on that, but it should stay offshore. So now let's take a closer look at our area and look at the GFS model, and take a look and see where our temperatures and humidity are going to be for the next couple of days. So let's because it's going to be cool. It's going to stay cool. So let's back this up. We're going into tomorrow. You see temperatures only in the 70s, and then for Tuesday, a little warmer, but we still have that northeast flow keeping us cool. And then the heat starts coming Wednesday, Thursday. It gets a little warmer, gets up into the 80s for the weekend. So it won't be quite as cool. Cool down a little bit more by the weekend, maybe. Let's look at the dew points. And again, it will stay. It should stay relatively comfortable. So here's the GFS on dew points, and as we go into tomorrow, you see we still have low dew points, very comfortable across the area. As we go into Tuesday, still low dew points, though it's again over Jersey, it's going to be warmer, and then there comes that tropical air. But then by Friday, it gets pushed back a little bit, and then we have another front coming through. It looks like for Sunday on the GFS. So let's look at the skies. So as we go into your Monday, it looks like it might actually try to stay clear. It's really close. We may have some clear sky, we may not. But if you're north of Long Island, upstate Connecticut, you'll have a nice sunny day. And for Tuesday, the clouds roll in. And then you can see that front approaching there Wednesday. One front comes through, and then another one comes through on the weekend. So that'll bring us some relief. So let's now go and look at the NAM model and see how the NAM does our sky cover again. I have to go to the 18Z model because we don't have the latest one in yet. As you see, we go into Monday. It just keeps us in the clouds, unfortunately. It doesn't have us clearing out. It would be clear just to the north of us, unfortunately. That's the NAM's interpretation of it. Some of the models may have it clearer. We'll have to see how the day goes. It seems like they did overdo the clouds today, so it possibly could be clearer than that. It's possible. There's only one other cloud model I have, and that is the Canadian, which is very low resolution. The Canadian has less clouds over us, so maybe the Canadian will be more accurate, and we can have some clear weather that day. Anyway, let's take a look at our precipitation, and we'll go to the NAM, back to NAM for that, and then we'll talk about Dorian. I think Dorian is his name. So as we go in here, you'll see no showers, no real chance of showers. Maybe southern Jersey on the Jersey Shore, more of a chance because they're getting more moisture. As you go into Tuesday, there'll be more clouds and more of a risk for showers, and there is that system that we're going to have to watch. So let's go and now take a look at Dorian. So it's this tropical storm Dorian. Here it is. It's a maximum sustained winds. We'll look at the Hurricane Center output in a moment, but here it is. Here's the satellite of it. Looks pretty healthy, and I expect it to strengthen as it approaches the leewards. Here is the official Hurricane Center statement right now, and it keeps it as a tropical storm, intensifying to a hurricane as it gets close to the south of Puerto Rico. But this is the forecasted track from the National Hurricane Center. Tropical Storm Dorian is maximum sustained winds 50 miles an hour. So it's not that bad of a storm yet, but it is strengthening. So things are starting to heat up in the tropics, and I'll keep you posted on that. Anyway, that concludes this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.